Now, you may not know this, but actually this concerto was premiered with the London Symphony Orchestra in 1919, I think. And it was not, it was not actually a wonderful success, for the simple reason that sometimes when you rehearse new pieces, you don't really have enough time to actually rehearse it. And effectively, the conductor at the time spent way too long on all the other pieces, and they had only a little bit left for the actual concerto, which was a shame. It was not until much decades later when Jacqueline du Pré premiered it. And it was when really things changed with regard to that particular concerto. She made it something that still to this day influences most of our way of performing this piece. Her usefulness, her energy, her approach, you know, no holding back, just really touched so many people. And of course, then much later on, you know, the tragedy that she went through connected deeply that concerto to her histories. I must have played this piece probably 30 or 40 times. I think the first time I performed it, I must have been about 17 years old. And I've played it regularly since then. But I think the turning point for me with this piece was probably when I had that moment where my granddad passed away, when actually that performance still went ahead, and it was quite emotionally charged for me. And just like, you know, anybody who, you know, grows, you know, we are influenced by many different things, positive things, tragic things, negative things. Are there any particular passages or moments within the concerto that resonates with me? There's this incredible lament about the main theme of that first movement, which starts actually in the viola section, and then is passed on to the cellos section, and then it is taken over by the actual cello solo. This is in the very opening of the first movement. And there is something very simple but incredibly beautiful about how this motif is passed on from one section to another, and then eventually to the soloist. And this kind of motif is used throughout the first movement, a little bit in the third movement, which is the slow movement, and again in that last page of that fourth movement, that incredible last page. And it really sounds like a human voice. It really sounds like somebody almost in pain, somebody, maybe humming while they are, having a walk, through the English countryside, but in a sad, melancholic way. This was also, after the tragedies of the world wars, and Elgar was deeply affected by that. He had also just been recovering from a very deep medical intervention. So when he started writing this piece, there was a lot of melancholy and a lot of sadness and a lot of regret for the old world, to effectively have finished, and now, a new era started. So it's quite actually deep, and it's really full of this melancholy, reflective moments within the concerto.